And in how many patients would you use it with monotherapy based on the 50% response rate?
I give it to everybody. I give it to everybody with a 50% response rate. Duration response 12 months, everybody would get it. Everybody. Now, first line, PFS 7 months, overall survival 15. Guess what? If you do a randomized trial to a taxane, you may have very, very close data. I'm just telling you that. It may be very close. So that's the issue.
Yeah. And I guess taxane is cheaper.
Yeah. Okay, now second line, what is your view of combining this with a PARP? Okay. They've looked at PARPs, right? PARPs work the best in BRCA mutated. We got an approval for Aliprilev in BRCA mutated.
Yeah.
If I was going to combine this with something, I wouldn't use PARP, I'd use an anti-PD-1. I'd use an anti-PD-1 because anti-PD-1s, anybody, anti-PD-1s, theoretically, if you're triple negative, you have a high tumor mutational burden, and everybody should respond to an anti-PD-1, whereas PARP is only approved for BRCA-positive patients, right? So you're going to have a smaller market share. And if you go for an anti-PD-1, that means it's everybody's a candidate for the therapy. So I would, if you're going to combine it, I would combine it with anti-PD-1. But here's the thing. Here's the problem. It says on the very bottom, for first line, what is your view of combining ADC with anti-PD-1? You are going to have a problem with first line, right? You're going to have a problem because I would just wait and see what kind of numbers you would get with second or third line, and then based on that, then you can move it forward, right? Because the patients are either getting doxorubicin and a taxane or monotherapy with a taxane, right? Now, maybe your stuff can beat it. Maybe it can, but I just don't know because we don't have any data. And it's always easy to beat the later lines of therapy, right? But if you've got an overall survival at 18.7 months, great. That takes first line. That's first line, okay? You got it, right? So you made it. It's going to work if you have data like that, because that's better than any data we have on monotherapy with a taxane. 18.7 months is fabulous,
For first line, which is
first line,
better than combined lines with current treatments.
Exactly. If ADC plus anti-PD-1 gives you 18.7 months in first line chemo, you will win. You will win. But assuming you have the numbers, assuming this is real. Yeah.
No, but not fake, but based on phase 2 data.
Yeah.
And of course, we want to launch additional trials, but we want at this point to know if it's a wild bet or a sure bet.
Yeah, wild bet or a good bet. Yeah. I wouldn't. Unless you've got the data to support it, I wouldn't go for first line. Look at that. Look at how were anti-PD-1s approved in non-small cell, in melanoma? Everybody started off second line. And then what happened is we saw how great they were, and then they moved up to first line. Now they're moving to adjuvant and neoadjuvant therapy. So that's how pharma does things, because it's much safer. You want to get your drug FDA approved, and if you're a small pharma company and you do a trial and your first thing is a disaster, that's not going to look good, That's not going to look good to your investors. But if your first trial is a success, even if it's in third line, you look great, So that's what I would advise,
It's good for everyone.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then I suggest we move on to the TP that is slide 13.
Okay, I'm going to here, metastatic triple negative, second and first line mono based on phase 2 and phase 3. Okay, here's another thing you should know. The FDA is approving stuff based on randomized phase 2 trial. And just, 5 years ago, no